Hi there. Welcome. My name is June Khan, and welcome back to those of you who have joined me before. I'm just so excited. You have taken the opportunity to spend the next 30 minutes with me. We're going to have really a good time while we work through this balance and flexibility workout with exercises that are going to take us through all three planes of motion, just like we do in life. So we'll be doing movements that go forward and back and side to side and rotate, giving you the ability to be much more better at anything that you do. All that is required for today's workout is a ball and a band, as you see in my little red bucket over there, and your chair. That's all you need. And we're going to get started. I'm going to invite you to take a seat in your chair. Before you do, make sure you grab some water and have that close by. We'll take some water breaks in between. So I'm going to have a seat in my chair. Welcome to my home. If those of you were here with my last few workouts, you notice that I was in my Pilates studio. Today we are here in my home. And welcome to my home. All right, so first thing we want to do is, as always, is warm up. And so when we warm up, that's giving us the opportunity to let those muscles go through progressive ranges of motion, allowing you to easily sequence and move into the exercises that come next. So in your chair today, I'm going to have you take your feet right flat on the mat. We want to avoid sitting too far back. We want to come a little bit forward. Therefore, we have to seriously think about where we are in time and space. No slouching here. No slouching allowed in our classes, right? We want to sit nice and tall. Make sure you're sitting on your sits bones. A little tip that I'm going to give you is to lift one hip. Move the meat out of the way on your chair. That gives you an opportunity to feel the sits bones and allows you to feel the engagement of your core as you draw those abdominal muscles in. I want you to lift your heart. Always think of the heart lifting towards the ceiling. Your head, a natural extension of your spine, gently pulling the chin back. Your hands by your side. I like to shake them out a little bit just to kind of give my muscles a little bit of movement before we start and really get started. And then just relax your hands right on your thighs. We're going to take a nice breath in. So let's inhale through your nose and exhale that breath out. Now you can opt to breathe in through your nose like we just did and exhale through your mouth. Or if you prefer, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Whichever way works best for you, feel free to choose. Just make sure that that breath is encompassing the entire diaphragmatic breath, or those diaphragmatic muscles in your lower abdominal region. Excuse me, couldn't get those big words out. I'm going to place your hands around your waistline. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in. Can you feel how the air is going into the sides of your body rather than raising your shoulders up and down? And as you exhale, feel how the torso tends to reduce in diameter. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. And then exhale. Now, sitting here, what I'm going to ask you to do is drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So, let's do that. We're going to go right ear to the shoulder. Lift it back up to the center. Now the left. Left ear to the shoulder. Come back up. Can we pick the pace up a little bit? Down and up and down and up. One more each side. Perfect. Now, let's take a look to your right side. Let's look slowly and come back. Same thing on your left. Now, I don't know if you're like me. I have a little bit of a stiff neck this morning, so this feels really good. Turn to the right. Come back center. Must be the way I slept. And left. Beautiful. Now this time, I want you to take your eyes and look up without moving your head. And then look to your toes without moving your head. You can't see your toes. You probably just can see your nose. Now look center. Back to the camera. Nice. Now I'm going to have you look to your right side without moving your head. Come back to the center and look to your left. That just plays a little bit and gives us our brain an opportunity to work a little bit. So take your arms. I want you to bend your elbows in towards your waist with your palms facing the ceiling. Your feet are about hip width apart. We're going to start with some shoulder shrugs. Sit up tall. Remember, we don't want to lose that. So we're going to do shoulder shrug and lower. Shoulder shrug and lower. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift, lower. One more. Lift, lower. Can we do both at the same time? Take a deep breath in. Exhale and press the shoulders down. Good. Inhale to raise them. Exhale to lower. Notice how my elbows are not too close to my body. I'm trying to keep them a little bit loose at the side rather than really close in. I'm going to do one more. Beautiful. Watch my change. Thumbs out to the side. And then cross the hands in front. Notice my left hand's on top when I come back. My right arm's going to come on top. Now, as I move these arms to the side, alternating the crisscross, as you open, you should feel the muscles in the back of your arms and in your back a little bit. So I missed that cross on that last one here. I'm going to bring it back in. One more time. Beautiful. Now in this next one, let's not cross. Take your elbows. Let's pull them back and scoop, reach forward. Nice. Coming back. Envision. You've got a big pillow, a long pillow over both arms. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Two more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more. Can you hear that music change? I'm going to start moving into some new movements here. Now I want you to take your hands, one hand over the other, right? And then just scoop. Here you go. Scoop. Kind of like a little bit of row. Now this time, or this portion of the exercise, I'm pulling back. Now I want to do a little bit of a scoop next time. So I'm going to stop my arms, and I'm going to scoop, come to center. Scoop, like I'm shoveling snow. By the way, I live in Colorado, and we get a lot of snow. So snow shoveling is what we do a lot here sometimes. And again, so I'm going to pretend I'm shoveling snow, bring it back. But notice, I have not taken one of my hips off. Do that. One more time. Last one here. Beautiful. Nice job. I want you to side bend. Come back to the center. Lift the arm up and lower it down. If you don't want to go all the way to the top, side bend right. You can go just as high as what's comfortable to you. Reach and lower. Side bend left. One more time each side. Side bend. That should feel good. Left arm up. Lift and lower. You can place it just on your shoulder if you'd like. Side bend right. Come back center. Hand reaches. Nice job. I'm going to ask you to grab your ball now. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can easily use a roll of toilet paper. It works really great. I'm going to have you take the ball behind your back. So that means you're going to have to slide back on your chair. You want it right at the middle point of your back, right at that middle rib cage. You don't want it on your lower back. You want it in your middle back. That makes sense, right? Feet about hip width apart. Sit nice and tall, and this is fun. It feels really good. You're just going to rib cage slide. So push your ribs to one side, come back to the center. Push your ribs to the other side. Notice what my hands are doing. Coming back to the other side. Same thing. Rib cage side, and then come back. Rib cage side. Now this time, both hands here. We're going to go side, side, center, side, and center. We got it. Nice. Two more. I love this one. It kind of really gives us an opportunity to warm up those torso muscles. Last one, left and right. Good. Perfect. We're going to grab the ball from behind us, holding the ball in our hands, scoot forward, very similar to what we did in the warm-up, but now we have a greater range of motion, and with your hands pressing on the ball, I get the opportunity to get a little bit more resistance on the inside of my arms. Notice I'm stopping between each one. We're going to do one more just like that, and then we're going to start to add a flow. Here we go. Flow and flow. Now when we flow, notice how I change the range of motion. I didn't go as far to the side. So when we're going quicker, we may often want to change how fast we're going. Now let's go bigger. Let's go slow. Slow and slow. One more time, slow. You got it. Now we're going to do this a little faster so we don't twist as far. 1, 2, let's go. 8, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Last one. Beautiful. Nice job. That feel good? Got that body working a little bit. Let's take that ball, and we're going to place it behind our back again, exactly the same spot you had it for the last exercise. Place your hands, heels of your hands, on either side of your legs. You're going to sit nice and tall, drop your shoulders. Now, take a deep breath in and exhale. Feel the engagement of your abdominals. As you inhale, push down your shoulders and look towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Come back. This is your exhale. Get ready for your inhale. Heels of the hands, push into the chair. Inhale, lift. Perfect. Exhale, come back. Do it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back. We have just one more of these. Doesn't this feel good? Can you feel how those back muscles are kicking in here? and release. Notice that music change? Awesome. So now from here, take your arm to the side like this, and I'm going to take it across my body. Watch. I'm going to go side and side. 2 more of these. Side. Now I'm going to do the same thing on my right side. Join me if you haven't already. Doesn't this feel good? 2 more to go. Now I'm going to add on one little change. We're going to lift the opposite knee, left arm. Lift and lower. Exhale as you go. Not bending forward, I'm staying tall. Last one here. Then change sides. Let's go 4 and 3. 2 more. 1 more. Last one here. Perfect. Release. Take the ball from behind your back. All right, now, wide stance. So I'm in this position here, sitting at the edge of my chair. Ball goes to my ankle on my left foot, to the center, to the right. Join me. What we want to try to do is go low, but not so low that your hip comes off the ground. So keep those hips anchored. Let's go. Down. Perfect. Now we're going to add on. We're going to go side. We're going to slow down here. Hold. Twist to the other side. Which way are we going to twist? To your left. Good. Now the side. Which way we're going to twist to the right. Now to your right side. Where are we going? To your left. Twist. Beautiful. Left side. Get ready to twist to the right. Perfect. One more time to here. Twist. I think I did the wrong side this time. Twist. And then to your left side. Perfect. Nice job. Now bring your feet together. Awesome. Now here's what we're going to do. A little bit of a prance. When I say prance, it's just a little foot pattern we're going to do. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I have the ball in my hands. Now if this is not comfortable for you, put the ball away and hold on to the seat. Nice. Now watch my change. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And again, 5 and 6. 7 and 8. Now just a step. Tap left and right. Give me a little prance. Here we go. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Beautiful. 5 and 6. Just to get this heart rate up a little bit, right? Now step tap. 1. 4 times. Little prance again. Last time here. 1 and 2. And prance. Last one. Get ready. Step taps a little quicker. You've got 4, 3, 2. Nice job. We're going to do a little shifting of position now. So I'm going to have you slide your body over to that right side. And I'm going to bring my left leg back. My entire hamstring is supported on this chair. So I'm here. So in here I'm going to lift my torso nice and tall. But what I'm going to do, notice how my back heel is up. I'm going to hinge forward and then I'm going to lift this heel up. And I'm going to hinge forward. Push the heel up a little bit more, and then lift this heel up, back and forth. And you can keep your hands either on the chair or on your thighs. You got it? One more time. You got it? Down. So we're just getting a little body lean here to force the core muscles to work harder. Perfect. You got it now. Turn that toe back, turn the toe under behind you. Why? Because that's going to stretch your shin. We want to stretch that shin. Just hold that. So to stretch the shin, I'm going to come forward. I got both hands on the chair. Notice how straight my spine is. I'm not rounding my spine. Now this time, take that back leg, place it on the ground with just the ball of the foot. Reach the hamstring, leg out so we can stretch the hamstring. Pull in 2 more of those. Down towards the hamstring and then up. And one last time. We got it. Perfect. Nice job. We're going to come to the center. At the center, we're going to do our bridging. If you've been with me, you know I love to do this exercise because it's so good to open up your hip flexors. Slide your right leg back, left leg forward. Heels of your hands on the chair. Lift your hips up. Use those upper body muscles and come back. How high you come is what feels good for you. Let's do one more. Reach up. Awesome. Come back in. Take the foot back and extend that other leg out. Beautiful, beautiful job. So we ready? Same thing. Push up, push up, push up. Coming back. And we have one last one. If you can only come up just a little bit, no worries. That's not a problem. The goal is to get those hips to open. Now where are we going? Shifting to the side in our chair. Exactly what we did on this side. So slide back enough that your hamstring is on that chair. And in the beginning, we want the ball of the foot on the floor because we're going into what I call, the rocking horse. So the rocking horse, I'm gonna push my heel up more in the back and lift this heel up front as I lean back. I'm gonna go forward and lift the heel up in the front. And again, forward and lift the heel up in front. One more time, please. There we go. Reach. Remember, we're not bending the spine. Beautiful. Now, turn the toe under. Ready? Now, hinge forward. Find that stretch. Keep the torso lifted even though you're in this position so that your eyes are going in the direction your body is going. And then we curl the toe back under. Hamstring stretch. Here we go. Reach. Reach. And again, one more time. Reach forward. Feel that hamstring stretch. Beautiful. We have one more of those. Toe goes under. Ready? Ready? We lift, come forward. And one more time. Beautiful. Now, put the toe back on the ground. And then we stretch that leg out in front. And we do that hamstring flow. Reach. Notice how I kept my knees, how I kept my knees slightly bent. Important. Come back to center. Awesome, that looks great. Nice job. I think it's time for some water. So grab your water bottle, take a sip. We're going to move into some upper body stuff here next. My water bottle's leaking a little bit. My apologies. So I'm a little wet. All right, so I would like you to sit more forward on the front of your chair for me here. I want you to think tall because we're going to be working on some mobility patterns here. We're going to start with your hands. We're right here. You're going to take your palms to face the ceiling and reach the arms out. I want you to close your fingers and then open. Close and open. Close and open. Two more. Close, not too tight. And one more, last one. Beautiful. Come back to here. And then I'm going to turn my palms down. Notice how my thumb's out to the side, right? So I'm going to lift my fingers up and back and up and back. And I'm going to do little circles. Let's do one at a time. Circle wrist all the way and your fingers. Other way. Does that feel good? We really should do this every so often during the day. Same thing here, just with your fingers. Beautiful. And relax. Now, we're going to take our hands together as if we're praying, right? Bring your forearms together. So you may not be able to see my face too good here. What we're going to do is what we call a forearm stretch. So if we go up, we feel that stretch. We come down and we lift and we lower. I'm gently pressing the forearms together and down. Nice. We have one more. Now, when we come back up, we're going to stay there. So let's stay here. Open the arms. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. I'm going to bend my elbows into my body and bring my hands towards my shoulder. Watch, lean forward, extend, and flex, sitting tall. So I'm never leaning back on this one, but I am leaning forward. And as I'm leaning forward, I want to exhale, lean. Good, you got it. And again, reach. And back. We have two more here. This is just working with the elbow flexion and extension. Nice last one here. Reach. Perfect. We got it. Now, hands together. We're going to lift the arms, open, and release. Think of your hands or your fingers raining down, just like that. Push. Raining down. And again, push. And raining down. Two more. Here we go. Reach. And release. I'm pressing my palms together one last time here. And reach. Now, we're going to scoot back on our chair a bit on this one here. I want you to reach back, grab the chair right here, drop your shoulders, make sure your legs are about hip width apart. Now, open up the shoulders. So what I'm doing is thinking of my thumb lifting. So with my thumb lifting to the outside, and feel that openness in your heart. Now what I'm going to have you do is just take a look over your right shoulder. Come back. And to the other side. Now, if this is too tough, slide back in your chair more and just twist. I like getting a nice long arm so that I really can lift my thumbs out to the side to get this nice torso twist. Perfect. Nice job. One last one here. Now this time, take one hand away. Taking my left hand, this gives me the opportunity to twist a little bit more. And my thumb is up. I come back, place this hand, and I take this hand here. Thumb is up. Ready? Reach back. Feel that torso rotation, so important. Hands here. Prayer hands, press the hands together, rotate to the side. Rotate, pull it back. And back to the center. Rotate, last rotation. You can hear that music change. We're ready to move on to our next section. So we're going to revisit the ball. Let's grab our ball. And I'm sorry, this is band, my fault. So no ball, place that ball here. We need our band. And for our band, we're going to take that band and it's going to go behind our back. So just open it up to a nice long band. Take it behind your back. And rather than holding on to all the way out here, let's slide in. Let's give ourselves a little bit of length on either end. Anywhere from, looks like I have about 8 to 10 inches here, right? So my elbows, now if you have a shorter band, you'll want to, obviously you may not have as long as a tail as I do. My elbows are close to my side. Not at my side, close to my side. My heart is open. My torso is nice and tall. So I'm going to reach side with the band and pull it back in. And do the same thing on the other side. Side out. I'm going to try to straighten the arm as much as possible. Now, here's where you are in complete control. Because if this is too hard, all you have to do is slide your hand down the band to make it easier. And if it's not hard enough, you can do that complete opposite and come back. Nice. And reach out. Beautiful. We have one more each side. I like this one because you can feel the muscles have to work to push it out. And you feel the muscles have to work as you bring it in. One more time. Side. And then back, and one last one. And on this next one, we're going to take the band from behind our back. I am caught in my microphone here. My apologies. There we go. All right, so now, this time, we want the band to be about shoulder width apart, right? So whatever we have on either end is perfect. If you've been with me in previous sessions, you know that this is one of my favorite exercises. Roll the shoulders, and the arms come up to here. What I want to do is stretch it down towards my lap, and then to my forehead. Down towards my lap, to my forehead. Now, if you want more resistance, very simple. Wrap your hands around, and now you've got more resistance on the band, right? So forehead, straight arm down, and lift. Now, if straight arm is too difficult, bend your elbows. You're still getting those latissimus dorsi muscles working. Here we go, down. Notice how my elbows were bent on this one. Now on the next one, I'm gonna go straight arm. Straight arm, palms facing the ground, thumbs out and forward. 2 more. Down. And then up, and 1 more. Perfect. Awesome. This looks great. I like the word awesome. I get that from my grandkids. So at my age, I probably shouldn't use the word awesome, but you guys are pretty awesome. So I'm going to slide back in my chair a little bit. We're going to do a little change with the band here. We're going to take the band under our knee, right? Now, this could also be done with a towel. So if you like this exercise and choose to do this on your own, you can also do this with a towel. So notice how I'm choking up, right? Choking up so it's pretty tight. Here we go. Roll your shoulders. All right. So what we're going to do is use our arms to help us lift the leg. So at the same time we're getting flexion, we're getting a bicep curl out of this. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift the leg, hold. Now I'm in a bicep curl. I'm going to extend my leg out. Bend my knee. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to relax. Then I'm going to come back again. Here we go. Bend the elbows. Lift. Bicep curl. Straight. Now notice I'm not moving my torso. I'm trying to keep my torso very still. Here we go. And down. 2 more of these. Are you ready? Lift up. Lift. Bend your elbows. Straighten the leg out. Bend your knee. And it doesn't matter how straight that leg goes. One more time. Pull it up. Lift. And then straighten. And then in, last one down. So now we do the same thing on the other side, right? So we have choking up on the band, keeping a good amount of length on each side, right? Using your biceps, lift. Hold it here, extend it out. Bend your knee, and then lower down. Arms come down. Ready? Bicep curl. Extend it out. Bend your knee. And lower down. And again, lift, extend out, bend it in. I think we have 1 more to go. Here we go. Now next, we're going to do what I call the Wizard of Oz. Remember that movie? That's one of my favorites, still is. Bend it in. Ever since I saw that movie when I was a kid, I became afraid of tornadoes. Thankfully, I've never had to experience one. I'm going to put my band away right now. Okay, and from here, the Wizard of Oz, what we're doing is first a bow and arrow action with our arms. So I want you to pretend you have a bow and arrow, right? We're going to pretend, have your bow, put it in your hand, palms are facing in, right? And now reach with the other hand, and I want you to pull back and forth. So this is your arm movement, right? Now your leg is going to go out with it. So I'm going to reach out with the leg and come back in. Ready to join me now? Here we go. So reach the leg, come back in. Reach the leg, come back in. Notice how my knuckles are coming right next to one another. Good. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You ready? Reach back and come in. Reach back and come in one more time. Now, why do I call this the Wizard of Oz? Watch. You're going to watch this next one. I go 1, 2. Remember when they would follow the yellow brick road? You don't want to hear my voice, but out and in. Out and in. So what we're doing is getting a little balance work here, right? Because we have to pick up our feet to come back in. One more bow and arrow. Reach. Reach. Last one. Perfect job. That was awesome. Nice job. That was my little Wizard of Oz. We'll do that in some other sessions when you'll join me again, hopefully, again sometime. We're going to get ready for our cool down here. So I'm going to sit nice and tall and just work through some shoulder rolls. So we'll kind of progressively get a little bit less and less movement. Grab some water first. I think we should take a quick water break. So grab your water. Hopefully I don't spill it all over me this time. Wonderful. Always refreshing. So we're going to start kind of where we began. If you think back to that warm-up, I had our elbows close to our body, close, not at, but close. Right, shoulders down. I'm going to take the shoulders up and down. Good. Awesome. Just like this. But now I want to add a little shoulder roll. So shoulder roll back. Notice how the music is a little softer here. So let's take advantage of that movement and just feel as if your body is flowing with the music. Just nice shoulder rolls. We'll do one more time here. Last one, hands here. Remember those head tilts? Ear to shoulder and lift. Right ear to shoulder. And then lift. And then lift. Nice. One more time each way. This feels so good for me today because my neck's a little bit stiff. I'm going to drop my chin and let my head roll to one side as I do the same thing to the other side. And then I come back up. Perfect. Now we're going to do some dynamic movement for our upper body, and we're going to take the hands up, press down, release the arms, and come up. Come down again, hands together, reach up first, come down, sweep the arms up and around. We come down first, we come up, and we come down all the way around. Nice job. In this position right here, we're going to go into twist to one side. When we come back to center, I want you to take the heels of your hands to the chair and extend through your spine. Come back in, hands come to center. Right here, we lift to our heart. Twist to the side. Come back, take your hands to the chair, lift. And then when we come back, slide the leg out, left leg. Can be right, doesn't matter, up to you. And we're going to try to do both arms here. If you feel uncomfortable, of course, use one here. But let's take both arms forward, reach, and pull back in. So think of that flexion and extension of the elbow joint exercises we did before, very similar. Reach, and then take the leg out to the side. Place your hands on this thigh and drop your shoulder. And come back in. We'll do the same thing on the other side. You ready? Take this leg out. We reach and we come back. And again, reach and come back. We have one more. And then we take it to the side, right? Now this shoulder goes down. And we come back. Wow. You did a great job today. I want you to just really think about all we did today. Everything that we chose to do and participate in allowed us to take us through planes of motion that our body has to do or should do on a regular basis because our body is three-dimensional. We just don't move forward and back. We move side to side. We have to turn behind us or pick something up off the ground. We tried to choose exercises today that assisted you in doing that and making you much stronger as a result. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always such a pleasure to have you, and I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope that's very soon. Have a great day.